Welcome to another hsextra.com high school football video. My name is Joe Serrera, and I'm joined this week once again by Grimsley Whirly's head coach, Darryl Brown. Darryl, thank you for joining us once again.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you having me.
Your Whirlies are 3-0 heading into Metro 4A conference play this week. Friday night at home against Southeast Guilford. You've got road wins against good Reagan and Pinecrest teams, as well as a home win against Clayton. What have you learned about your team?
Well, we're different than last season for sure, but I think we got a lot of resolve. We've played in a couple really tough environments. The last two games at Reagan and Pinecrest, like you mentioned, faced a lot of adversity those nights in different ways. And I think we learned a lot about our guys and just being able to have some teachable moments that we can learn from. I think it's going to make us better moving forward. But our guys have handled that adversity, found ways to win. Whether we hadn't played well at certain times, but we played well enough to beat two good teams at their place. And so finding ways to get the job done is what it's about. And I've been really proud of our kids' toughness and their willingness to kind of buy in and overcome some of the adversity that we faced and just figure out a way to get it done. So it says a lot about them, and I think we can use a lot of that moving forward. Mm-hmm.
You mentioned every team is different. Your defense was a hallmark of your state championship team back in the spring. This squad has given up a little bit more, 11 points a game through 3 games, despite losing some great talent, especially your linebacking core. What's working on that side of the ball for your guys, and what do you need to improve on?
Well, we're getting better each week defensively. Last week at Pinecrest, a very physical downhill running football team. And they had a good opening drive on us. And then after that, our guys really settled in. I think one of the things we need to get better at is the start of the game. We've had a couple issues starting out. Just kind of seems like it takes a slow while to get in the flow of the game. But once we kind of get into the flow, we seem to start playing a lot better on that side of the ball. And, I think it's just a constant each week, just trying to get better, improve. I've been really proud of our secondary. We got some young guys, well, not some young guys, but some inexperienced guys on the back end, and they've made some big plays for us the last couple of weeks. Our linebacking crew is getting better, but our outside linebackers are 2 seniors, Jordan Watkins and Karan Diablo, guys that have been in our program last year, and Jordan was a safety for us, but both of those guys have played really well, kind of setting the edge and doing some things out there for us. And then we're led up front right now by Tamori Thompson, who has been a really good player for us the last 2 years, and he's kind of sparked things up front. So I think we're getting better. I see improvement in that group every week. And, we rely a lot on our defense each and every year. So if we're playing good on that side of the ball, we're always going to have a chance.
Offensively, obviously, your senior quarterback, Alonzo Barnett, has been very good. 12 touchdowns, no interceptions. Taking care of the football is obviously huge. And Jael Melton had some really nice runs Friday night at Pinecrest, had some other periods where there just didn't seem to be any kind of holes for him up front. I know the offensive line is still kind of a work in progress. What have you seen from your offense?
Yeah, I've been pleased with that group. I think a couple of them put some pressure on themselves, wanting a big play all the time. And, it's not realistic that we're going to big play all the time. But we have found ways, Friday night against a good Pinecrest defense. I think we had 400 total yards of offense, right around 400 yards. And Jael rushed for over 100 and had about 150 all-purpose yards, including a punt return, a couple punt returns, and some catches in the passing game. So he had a huge game for us. And they just got to understand that, 3 or 4 yards of play is a good play for us. And we've done a great job for the most part taking care of the ball. We had 1 turnover Friday night. Our offensive line is young, but they're getting better each and every week. We've had good play from our wide receivers. Again, a young group of guys, but led by a senior there, Tyson Resper. But they've made plays for us in the passing game. And as long as we continue to take care of the ball, I think we'll be okay. We want to try to eliminate some of our negative plays. We've had a few too many negative plays, maybe some sacks here or there. And I think we've done some things this week to try to reemphasize that. But, I think it just comes down to our guys understanding what's working for us, not trying to do too much and just take what the defense has given us. And if we do that, I think we're good enough to move the ball and score enough points to win games.
Speaking of games, a good one Friday night, Metro 4A opener at home, Southeast Guilford. That's a Falcons team that lost its opener to Dudley, but has won its last 2 games and seems to have some momentum now. What do you see when you look at the Falcons?
Well, anytime you look at a Coach Bates team, they're always physical, well coached, fundamentally sound, and they're going to play hard. And I've known Coach Bates for a long time, and even back when he was an assistant coach at Reedsville, and then playing against him a few years ago. But his teams always play hard. They're tough, and you see the same thing this year when you watch them on film. You see an offense with guys that have abilities to make big plays. They want to run the football downhill at you, and then they have the ability to get it out on the perimeter with some of their speed guys. Number 6, number 1, 22 had a good game against Southern at running back. I know they're playing with a backup quarterback right now, but he's another, looks like a dynamic player, a guy that's able to make plays with his feet. Defensively, they're aggressive. They attack you. They're getting after you. They're really good up front. Their defensive line's really good. So a lot of what you usually see from a Coach Bates type team, just hard, tough, physical team. So we know we got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, he's won wherever he's been, whether it was at Moorhead, following you at Southern Guilford, at Northeast Guilford, which is a tough place to win lately, and now at Southeast Guilford. So as you say, you know what you're going to get there. What are some of the things that you guys need to do Friday night to come out of there with the first conference win?
Yeah, the same type deal that we always talk about. For us, it's just not getting so caught up in if things don't go well. If we're going to have bad plays, and we're going to have things. It's going to be good and bad. So just handling those things the right way. When we talk about that a lot, and I think our guys will improve in that area. That's something I've kind of wanted us to improve on the last couple of weeks. It's just kind of handling the ebbs and flows of the game, the right way throughout the 4 quarters. So we need to be able to do that Friday night because they're going to make plays on us. They're going to do some good things, but I think we can do some good things as well. So, not turning the football over, eliminating their big plays defensively. If we do those things, we'll be okay.
One other thing that's going on Friday night is a military appreciation night at Jamison Stadium. You guys have the memorial room at the field house there, where there's a plaque honoring the 99 Grimsley alumni who lost their lives in defense of the country in World War II. And I know you've done a lot to honor them in the past, but you're doing some special things Friday night. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Coach Albright, our athletic director, he's done a lot to set this up. But we do have, like you said, the memorial game to honor those 99 people that died during World War II, the men and women. This is something that's been in the works for the last couple of years. So we got some military jerseys, 1 through 99. So we'll have 99 jerseys that our players will fill out with their numbers, and then we'll have some JV guys and some different people within our program that will fill out the other numbers so that all 99 families are represented on Friday night. And we want to honor each one of those families and having their name seen on the back of the jersey. So each jersey will have, a different name on it. We've invited some of their families that are still around this area back to the game and stuff like that. So there's going to be a nice ceremony before the game, just honoring them for what they've done, the sacrifices that they've made for us to be where we're at right now. And sometimes that's kind of forgotten about. And I think Coach Albright's done a good job coming back and being a Grimsley guy. And, his family has a long history here of just wanting to reconnect, kind of with that generation and with the past, and just letting our kids that's here in school now and our team know kind of what has been done before they got here, and making sure that they're aware of it. And so I think Friday night is going to be a great event prior to the game, and hopefully we'll go out and play well. It should be a good game with us in Southeast, 2 competitive teams. But I think what's going to go on before the game will just be nice for those families and for everyone involved.
That's going to start around 6:45, I believe, in terms of introducing each of those numbers and honoring each of those people who lost their lives.
That's right. They're going to announce each name starting at 6:45, and I think they're going to mention the battle that they lost their life in.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something people are going to want to get out there early to see. It's going to be a great event Friday night, and we wish you luck against Southeast Guilford in the game and going forward.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.